Hi everybody. Well, welcome everybody to the stream. Johnny, nice seeing you, and by the way, thank you. I think it's been 2 years of your support now, so thank you. Hi Rob. Yep, I had to finish the drink. This was my lunch drink and I just finished it. Oh, it's nice and ghosty. There is a story about that beer and I'll talk about it a bit later on. Today we don't have a stream sponsor, so no energy drinks tonight. Cheers everybody, we're having Cedevita, so to wash down the beer. Okay. Well, there are a couple of things that I wanted to talk to you all today. There are a couple of boxes, things around the desk. But first I wanted to mention last week we had a live meetup. So it was, I think, 11 of us last weekend, last Saturday, also at the same time at 6 p.m. local time. We meet up in the pub. And we were there for about 3.5 hours chatting, talking about everything. And I really want to thank everybody who showed up. It was really awesome. And everybody said that they want to do it again. So probably we'll be having another live meetup here in Zagreb in around, I hope in the next quarter or next 3 months. It was really awesome to see everybody live. I was really surprised to see some people, because I wasn't expecting them, because I knew them and really I wasn't expecting them, so that was really awesome. Hi Andrea, nice seeing you. Yeah, that was oh, TNT Druid, popcorn. Yeah, no popcorn for me, because probably the dog would come here and bark all the time, so that's why there is no popcorn to me. So we also had a nice online meetup yesterday. It was really awesome. Bunch of us creators and people around the home automation community. Not everybody is doing home assistant, but there are really bunch of people. I'm sorry, I missed a couple of guys that I really would love to be able to be there, but they couldn't make it. But we think that we will make that a regular one. It was so awesome. We were just like, cameras were off. So not really, cameras were on for us, but nobody was recording. It wasn't a stream. So we were like just really having fun. There are a couple of photos on the Twitter. I can't remember who posted them, but yeah, it was also, I think it lasted for about 3.5 hours yesterday. I couldn't make it all the way because I had to go out and walk the dog, so it really was also awesome. So hi Pedro, long time no see. Jovan, nice meeting you. So yeah, these last couple of weeks have been really awesome in terms of everything happening. They were a little bit heavy on the work side, but yeah. So as I said, there are a couple of things that I wanted to talk to you today. One of the things, it's called Hacktoberfest, just so we can talk about two topics. One is Hacktoberfest, the other one is what the heck from home assistant community. I unsuccessfully tried to tease something yesterday. Well, actually I did tease, but Frank then a couple of hours later posted that, and it was deliberate tease on my behalf, on asking if only there was a place where you can post your ideas, suggestions and things like that. So a couple of hours later, Home Assistant crew announced the What the Heck month once again, and once again it ties in with the Hacktoberfest, and it also ties with the Oktoberfest, which for some strange reason is held in September. I don't know why it's called Oktoberfest when it's in September. Yeah, Andrea, it was really. It just, I'm so sorry. I think I just mentioned something. We were talking about VR glasses, and I mentioned something, and later on everything just went down the road, downhill. It was like all the wrongs there could be. Yeah. Yeah, as I said, there are a couple of things that I want to talk. First, I don't know if anybody has seen my Let me just change the screen. Let me just change the screen. So this is my screen. Oh, I can remove this. This is not needed. This is for DaVinci Resolve. This is for editing videos. Okay, so yeah, I was just commenting something with the Blackadder in the Discord, on the Discord server. He posted the image and we were talking about the mushroom cards. This NS panel is the reason I, for the first time, installed any mushroom card, and because it's really nice for this type of the display. So yeah, this is my, whoops, sorry, wire. It's nothing wrong. It's just 220 volts. So it's, yeah. So I created couple of. Let me just change. This has to be this one here. I still haven't pushed this as a default setup, so you can control lights, see weather information, and also have here camera streams. So this was just like a proof of concept or something like that. Yeah. So and by the way, I did have to cut the corners. I had a lot of video material in regard to the NS Panel Pro, but I had to cut corners. The video itself is now very long. It would be much longer. I know that Mark Watt is working or talking with Blackadder. I think that they're currently trying to fight one thing, and that is that this one also has a proximity sensor. Let's switch to another screen. This screen. Go to settings, integrations. This one here. So I have it as this is running Home Assistant companion app. So as you can see, we have here information about the proximity sensor. Whoa. Let's see. There should be some numbers in region of thousands. I don't see anything here now. And there is also light sensor, and it should, I think it updates once a minute. I've set it up like this, so if I cover this by hand, it should change that value at one point. So what the guys are still working with it is trying to get the proximity sensor working. This cannot be done out of box. It is working, but it's not providing actual values that are usable. You can see that it changed, the proximity sensor changed to 8 to 5, and light sensor should also update to much lower number. If I did cover it up, let's see, I can put it under the table. So that's the thing that's still missing, and I skipped that part on purpose in my video. The one other additional thing that I skipped is that this device in itself has a Zigbee router, or no, Zigbee coordinator, sorry. And you actually can use it in Home Assistant as a remote ZHA coordinator, so you can use it to pair devices, which is also an awesome thing. And what did I else? Oh yeah, I didn't mention that on this device you have working and running MQTT servers. So as a matter of fact, you can just use any kind of MQTT Lens or MQTT Explorer or whatever, connect to the IP address of this device with the port. Default port is 1883, I think, and then you can of course use this as a MQTT server for whatever reason you would want to do that. So yeah, there are still a lot of things that can be done, and for what this device can be used. I'm once again, I'm not sure how it still is worth to buy or not, but for example, for me, this format would be much better than the tablet on the wall. So if your use case is for that one, and also there are 3 additional, let me open that up. Sorry, let's look. There are 3 additional. So this is, I think, the same thing. No, custom firmware for Sonoff. No, No, let me find. Just give me please a second. Oh, this one here. So, Sonoff NS Panel Pro, MOS T6E Smart Multifunctional Color Display. Let's open it up. And UBS, whatever, Ethernet Smart Control Panel. Wow, this one is 200 euros. €182. It's practically the same device. Nice price. And this is 118 euros. Free shipping from Spain. And let's check. This one, I think this one is still around $90. Yeah, it's still $19. So this point, this one is still cheapest. They are practically the same. All three of them are practically the same. They're using the same board. They have different software, blah blah blah. I know that Blackadder installed on Sonoff device Tuya app, so he's running Tuya app out of Sonoff device, which is fun. So that's that. There are still a lot of things that can be done with this. I'm really happy that I released that video. I hope that I will never ever have to make another video like that because it was such a pain. And yeah, so let's move on. Next thing. Oh, couple of, I think on a last stream or stream before that we were talking about the ESP cam. This is the ESP cam that was supposed to be used. Actually, I have 3 or 4 of them. So the one that is still hooked up to the gas meter is still there. This is the second, and I have here the third in the bag. So the biggest problem, if anybody would want to program it, is that it doesn't have a USB port and you have to put the firmware on. I used this TTL to USB to TTL or whatever this one is called. You would need this to program the ESP32 cam. I don't like it. I like it, but it overcomplicates things. So I bought this dock or whatever you can call this one. You just install it like this. And what it provides the ability to program it. Although I didn't still try. This arrived, I think, yesterday via the USB cable. It also has to load boot up loader, you have to reset the bootloader. It has button for that and also button for reset. And it also can be used to power the device via the micro USB cable. So yeah, I still have to play a bit more with this one, and I hope that this one will work. So that's that. And this is, as I mentioned, the third or fourth or fifth camera I have. This one is still, the lens still has a protection tape on it. So yeah. Okay, this is new. I know that I haven't released any videos, unboxing or mail day videos lately. There are now, I think, 20 or something pre-recorded, so who knows, maybe from the next weekend I will release some of them. And what I also got myself is a little bit of equipment upgrade. So during the summer I bought the GoPro 10 and I now bought this media mod for it. In order to install, you have to remove the door here. There is this is a rubber or something. There is a USB-C connector here. You just slide it in like this, turn it on, and that's it. Same buttons are both on the top and on the left side. And you also have here connectors for the 3.5mm for the headphone jacks or for the mic, You have USB-C connector for the charging or whatever, and there is the HDMI port if you want to hook up the external display. There are two hot shoes that can be used for mounting the light or screen or something, and you have this. Let me just remove this quickly. I don't know how to remove it. It should just... Okay, it's out. So there is a front mic, there is a back mic. This should be noise protection for the mic. Did I install it wrong? Maybe it goes like this. Okay, and then you have option inside the... Hey Blackheader, we were just talking about you a second ago. So, and then in the menu you have option to select what mic you want to use. There is a equalizer there to see the volume level for the mic. Let me try to do it from the upside down. This. And then you have option to select either to use front mic, back mic or camera mic. If there would be external mic connected to it, you could also use that one. So the reason I bought this one is when I record the unboxing videos, I have a stand for a camera, and camera goes like you should probably had a lot of hiccups because we did mention a couple of times. I usually have a stand in front of me, something like this, and I record from this. And the problem was the sound, because the camera was mostly recording the front sound, so I wanted something to be able to record also from the back side. So that's why I use that. But it also has a wind protection, and I hope that this will also, help with the audio quality, because I'm never happy with the audio quality. I don't know if you hear, there is like I don't know if it's me or not. I think like I hear like not an echo or something like that when I talk. So yeah, we were talking about the issues with the proximity sensor on the NS panel and the other stuff that you managed to do that I even didn't try and still hadn't had time to do, such as MQTT, ZHA with the Zigbee router and something like that. Andrea, it seems like we are continuing something like from the yesterday. Sound from the backside. Yeah. So that's something that I wasted my money on. Okay, let's see what else. Oh yeah, let me first tell you a story about that beer that I skipped at the beginning. So yesterday we had, it's called Roditeljski sastanak. It's a parents meeting in the school where, of course, all the parents of a specific class have to attend, and they talk about start of the new school year, schedule, what's going on, blah blah blah, things like that. And they have to select one of the parents to be member of the PTA, or to go in the school as a representative of that class of all the parents. And I was last year, and I didn't like it. And I really didn't enjoy that, because unfortunately, while I would like to be able to do something, change something, at the end it looks more like something that has to be done just for the purposes of it being done, not something that will end up being useful. And one of the topics, or one of the items on the schedule, was the election or re-election of the person for the Parent-Teacher Association board, whatever. And I said that if there is any way I really wouldn't like to be this year too, because I just simply didn't want, you know, to be the one that listens on things and cannot do anything. But then one of the parents just approached and put on my desk 2 4-packs of beer and said, would this be okay? And I was like looking and said, well, okay. So I was yesterday bribed to do something, and one of those 8 ones, there were like 4 Heinekens and 4, I think, Staropramen or something like that. So yeah, I didn't sell cheap. Okay. So okay, the third thing or the 5th thing or 7th thing is that that I want to show you is heavy, and it's from AliExpress. It wasn't a 6-pack, but it was 2 4-packs, so it was 8 beers. So it's 2 extra. So like, yeah. But and also, by the way, they said that this was a pay for the last year, so I'm expecting same thing for this year too. So we'll see. Yeah, this arrived when? I think a week ago or something like that. Solar Smart Microinverter SG, I think this one is 600 MD series user manual. I showed this to guys yesterday. It's heavy. Yeah, it's a little bit above average price. So this is I did mention it already a couple of times on the meetup yesterday on the Creators Network, and this one is René, who is you know, YouTube member and watching videos, and also follows me on the Discord, and I think on the Twitter, and I think on the Discord. He liked one tweet about half a year ago, and since then I was looking at devices like this. So this is not something that will help you if there is no power. This doesn't store energy in the batteries. This is not intended to be used if you have a house, but this is intended to reduce the energy bills. I spent weeks researching this topic, also researching what type of the grid tie microinverters there are, what are the options, are there any smart ones or not, etc. And this was currently the best one I could get my hands here. I didn't want to get this one. I would love to have SG 300. 300 means it's a 300 watt system that would only be used for one solar panel. Instead, this one allows you to hook up 2 solar panels, and I don't have intention of hooking up 2 solar panels, at least for now. And this can be used on either, if you have single phase, this one just connects to your regular outlet, so you have to have a cable. I still haven't found what type of the cable this is. It says RCH19. The closest thing that I was able to find out anywhere was that it should be like M19 pin 3, so 3-pin version, but there are tons of similar connectors, so I still haven't found a cable and connector for this side. These just straight hookups to your power outlet, and here you hook up solar panel. This one, as I said, supports 2 solar panels, but this one also has this thing here. This is for the antenna, and this one is controllable via the Tuya app. So I know that's not the ideal situation. Hopefully there would be a way to do something and pull the data in Home Assistant one way or the other. I would be happy even if I could use this with the Tuya Cloud and be able to pull data from the Tuya Cloud. So this is the antenna, and as I said, there are a lot of different models. I only found out this Y and H was etched on the board. This is not the manufacturer. If I'm not mistaken, there is only one Chinese company that's part of the Tuya ecosystem that is building them, that currently has only this model, either 600 or 700. The difference is that this one, as I said, can handle 2 times 300 watt solar panels, so you can have maximum of 600, and the other one can handle 2 times 300, 350, so 700 total. So yeah, I'm still missing the solar panel, which has also been a really pain to find. I want to find the optimal solar panel, meaning that the maximum output is 300, so it goes okay with this inverter. But I also want to find a panel that has, you know, good enough rate. I don't want to find board that is like 14 or 12%. I want to find something that is closer to 20% efficiency. And it was a problem. Either I cannot find the correct watts that I want, or I cannot find the correct efficiency that I want, or they're just like simply stupid crazy. I think that one that matched everything was around 300 euros, which, yeah, it's not cheap. I know that prices of the solar panels currently are roughly, and I'm saying this really roughly, are around €1 per watt. So per watt, meaning that, for example, 100 watts is 100 euros. But yeah, I want to try and find something cheaper, because this will be more of an experiment than really going into that direction, as I'm not sure what could potentially go wrong with this if I hook it up to the power without solar panel. I'm not going to even try to hook it up to the power, and that's maybe why I didn't, you know, bother too much looking for the connector, because I'm still missing the solar panel. If anybody finds any good links on 300 watt with good efficient solar panels, just drop me a link somewhere, whatever, wherever, and yeah. One additional thing is, check out the screen now. Why I'm not seeing this? Give me a second. Yeah, I was quite surprised that he already didn't subscribe, so I was quite surprised to see him pop up on the members list. So that's that. After each of the streams, I have to disassemble whole of this floor. So let's check the manual also before I put that away. Come on. Give me a second. I really like this. Anybody wants adult site? Nice, Johnny. Ben Hammer. And I'll also report it. I really hate hate those spammers. But on the other hand, it's also good, because if they are coming here, means that there are tons of you, and then there are really tons of you, and not that much. 17. I know I'm not Lewis, but then again, you will not see stream from Lewis for some time, so yeah. By the way, I think that he wasn't even yesterday. Yeah, he wasn't yesterday. So thanks, Luke, for this one. Really nothing much. As you can see, you cannot see. As you can see, you can use it in a one-phase installation, and you can also use it in a three-phase installation type. These can be stacked depending on the voltage depending on the voltage. Why am I looking this screen? I don't see anything here. I don't see what I'm showing. So depending on the voltage, is it either 110 volts or 220 volts? Because this is, as I said, feeding power directly to the power grid. You can stack multiple. I don't know. It can be either 6 or 8 or 10 or something like that. So yeah, there are various installation types. We'll not look at the datasheet, and this is the information about how to hook it up to the Tuya Smart Life antenna, set reset for the Wi-Fi, and then how you hook it up. And I think what information, it doesn't show anything, but it should at the end give you information. Now it's better. You will see, now we will have a lot more viewers because I put my glasses on and people like smart people with glasses. So yeah. So you have information about the model, you have information about the output, current output, so total output, current output, input voltage, input current, and output voltage, output current, etc. So it should really be. I know, and I should do that, Johnny. You're right. But maybe they are subscribers. I think that half of the people following me on Twitter are adult accounts or something like that. Which also goes good again with the call we had yesterday. So, I really am looking forward to see and how this will play out. As I said, this is for apartments. This is not intended. Hey Vic, this is not intended to be used as a replacement for your grid power, so this is only used to lower your energy bills, hopefully. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to play with it, but as I said, I'm still missing the solar panel itself. Let's check. I have here. I don't know. The problem is, I don't think so. In theory, you could, but I'm not sure about that one. I think BitLooney also had a video on similar, something like this one, and he did open one up, and I think that everything inside was in some protected resin or something, so you cannot access any terminals, if I'm not mistaken. But I would need to open up, and until I hook up and test everything, I don't even want to hook it up. But in theory, you should be able to do that. What I wanted to show you, so not NS Panel Pro, we talked about that one too. This one, I ordered it from the Germany, and it was really here. Like I think I ordered it on Monday, and on Friday it was already delivered. As I said, there are two versions of that one. The solar panel has to be 24 volt solar panel, which is also means it's minimum 18 volts. This is the output voltage. Shipping was 31 euros, so I got it. Everything cost at the end around, oh, it looks like cheaper now. I think it was around 160 euros for this one here. And as I mentioned, there are a lot of similar ones, but this one has been selling as a second generation, and it doesn't require this external module. What the other ones have is they say that they are working on a Wi-Fi, but really you need this external box, which is sold out separately, like data, whatever. Yes, Vic, but yes and no. It's yes, you are right, but also no. It really should go for 24 volt panels, because depending on the shade and the loss, if one panel is covered and the other one isn't, you don't get anything out of it. So it really should be 24 volt single panel for each of those connectors. They shouldn't be put in a series, parallel series, I think. So yeah, as I said, just if you're buying something similar, watch out that you don't need also this data monitor, because what it does is this box then has, I don't know, 433 megahertz frequency something. this data monitor then intercepts that, sends it to the cloud, and then returns it back. So this one should be better. Yeah. Yeah, you can. But also, well, I still haven't finished this one. I think that next one will be something more reliable in terms of providing power even when the grid is down. I've been watching, I don't know if anybody has seen videos from, I think it's called Rayman's Repairs. He has a YouTube channel. He's a technician working in a car, previously dealership, now just a shop repairing cars, and he's in Florida. So he was just posting a couple of videos on how it looked for them during the hurricane and the loss of the power, the generators, blah blah blah. So when I finish with this, I think that next thing I would like to test is to get some batteries, inverters, reuse those solar panels, and test if, for example, it could provide enough power for, let's say, fridge and something similar, just in case if the power is needed for whatever reason. I don't know why there wouldn't be any power or any problem with either electricity, gas, or something, because yeah, we have abundance of that. I think I've heard that we are just also releasing it now in the atmosphere, just for because we can. So that's one thing. As I mentioned, what I also wanted to talk is I don't know if anybody has joined either as a contributor or as owner of the repository, the Hacktoberfest. So I just, before the stream, let's put in a chat if anybody wants to and didn't still register. So I just ticked everything, didn't still press submit. So I will be trying to join the Hacktoberfest with as a contributor, but also as maintainer. I know that my repositories are not that fun to work on, but I have on 3 repositories. One is my configuration files, which if anything you see that can be improved, you can hey Anna, nice seeing you. So if anybody sees something on my repository that can be approved, you can make a PR and merge, and this will count towards the Oktoberfest. There is also second repository that's related to the solar weather station. So also, if you see something that you think can be improved, you can make a merge request, and I will merge it, and that will count. And the third one is my thermal printer, which is still on my desk. This is the firmware that allows you to send messages via the MQTT, for example, from Home Assistant, and use thermal printer for whatever. It's still on my desk. It's not plugged. Previously it was plugged, but whenever I was doing power recycle, it print a lot of paper, so I disabled it. So what you have to do is you have to, I think I'm using my GitHub account to link up with this. I've opted out and left everything as is. Name, email address. You can select you want to be contributor, but as I said, I'm also maintainer, so that anybody can join if you want. My experience level is noob. I am noob, and there are also 2 options. You can contribute as a non-code user, but you can also contribute as a code user. I will tick both. So this is something when we were talking about last week. We had a creators network with the Home Assistant devs meeting, and we were talking about, I asked them about the Hacktoberfest, because the last year they were not happy on how DigitalOcean was handling Hacktoberfest, and so that's why I asked them if they will be opting in this year. They said no, we are opting in every year. This year we will be also opting in. This year, just be careful. Spam control has been improved. So for example, if you spam the repository and your commit gets flagged as a spam, 4 spams and you are out. So yeah, just be careful about that. But this year also there is emphasis on non-code contributors, and as it says here, even if you can help out with the documentation, if you can help out with the translation. So my first t-shirt on first Oktoberfest I was on was because I helped translate some of the repositories or some of the UI, because you're not translating the code, you're just translating the user interface. I translated a couple of them, so at the end I think I made 4, 5, 6, 7 contributions on translations, and that's why I was like whatever. You can opt in or opt out of everything, and I think, where is this? Okay, I acknowledge that I will be disqualified indefinitely from Hacktoberfest, not indefinitely from Hacktoberfest if I submit 2 or more pull merge requests identified as spammy. And let's press register. Whoa, just a second. Whoa. Okay, so I'm registered, and from now on, when I make some pull merge requests and they have been accepted, this counter will go up, and later on you have the ability to select if you would like 3 planted in your name, or if you would like to try and get the t-shirt, which at the end is also not that easy because a lot of people are contributing, and there are not a lot of t-shirts. So t-shirt or planted 3. So that's one of the things that I wanted to talk, and the other one is that started yesterday. So in the first nice maintain a Swedish translation of circuit. Yeah, I'm maintaining of the Croatian translation of 2 of the Pink Wafers repositories. I think one is anniversary and the other one is what's something like that. Yeah. Month of what the heck. So what's the general idea with the month of heck? Let's see if okay. Let me copy also that one here. So if anybody wants to help, Home Assistant crew is asking for help in terms of die. I still haven't die in a painful death. Die in a painful death. Okay, so month of what the heck. I think it was last year before that. The idea is for everybody to be able to contribute and just a second, please. Okay, so the idea is that anybody can contribute to the development of Home Assistant by submitting ideas. Then your ideas get voted for. And yeah, you are winning, Johnny. And your ideas get voted for. They also get categorized in different categories. For example, why can't we filter devices by integration name for voice assistant? This goes in categories configuration, Google Assistant, HomeKit, Alexa, and it has 1 vote. This will also show developers on what are some of the things that are bothering users, what things can be improved, worked on. So if you have any idea, I would suggest to go through the list, but the list is very long. I think in the first 3 hours, we commented yesterday that in the first 3 hours there were around 176 comments or ideas or posts here. So it will take some time for you to post something. On the other hand, if you browse to the list and cannot find something and you post something that has been already covered by somebody else, people are reading this. Really, actually, people are reading this. And let me find example. This one here. Why can we not label input boolean toggle helpers closed as duplicate? So even if you post something that is considered duplicate, this one will be posted and you will be redirected here by somebody to the original post, so you can go, for example, there, because this one has 2 votes. We go here and then you can vote for this. Oh, I don't know how to do it. And yeah, give it an extra vote. Yeah. The earliest one should be linked, and then also somebody will usually post a link to where that earliest one is, and you can go there and vote for that topic. So I still haven't posted anything. For this year, I still haven't posted anything. There are a couple of things that I think I have prepared somewhere as an ideas, but I just didn't have enough time to play with it. Yes. Merchandise. We are not calling this merch. We are calling this merchandise because we are grown-ups, or at least pretending to be grown-ups. Yeah, hoodie arrived. I think I've seen that there are a couple of other people that ordered them also had hoodies arrived. My colleague at the office, the same day, the day after my arrived, and I brought it to the office, he also brought his t-shirt, so we were like walking all day, and it was like hilarious in the office. And then my boss, our biggest shareholder, arrived, and I was like covering myself with a jacket and like walking, and he said, "Listen, can you help me? I need something, done for my smart home." Sure, I can. We're professional grown-ups. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So yeah, what I'm really sorry about is I think I have a couple of ideas. I will run them on the Discord through all of you to see if they are good ideas or not. One is the idea, I know how to turn the light on and then have the YAML code for the automation, trigger switch, do something, then turn down the light. That is one idea. So I know how to turn the light on, and there was one other idea. So I will run them to see if you think there are some cool ideas for the text. But what I hate is that price. I really would like them to be cheap so that everybody can get one. I don't like the pricing, and I just received 3 days ago notification that the prices are going up around 1 or 2 whatever units. So it was either 1-2 euros or $1-2, which I really hate. But that company that I opted for, this is the Teespring, is the only. I had option of using 2 companies. That company was the only one offering a European warehouse, which means that anybody from the EU can order without extra customs, lower shipping costs, etc. So that's why I went for this company. But yeah, so yeah. Oh, it says that I should stretch. Hey, Ed. Yeah, I haven't seen you. I haven't seen you a lot lately. I did see you on the Creators Network stream we had on Wednesday, but you've been kind of busy lately. I've been busy, but I'm really trying. If I have a couple of minutes, I pop up on Twitter, just post some silly thing that everybody knows that I'm alive, and then run away for a day or two, and then I opened the Instagram account and just simply didn't have enough time to manage that. So yeah, I know. And you're also preparing for your stream. It starts in 1 hour and 10 minutes. I'm not counting. And by the way, I've prepared already. Anybody who stays on the stream will be also automatically redirected. Yeah, you were. I think that you I wouldn't call it went early because it was already 1 hour in the stream, but we were just like a couple of minutes later still talking, and also each of us had to go somewhere else. Oh, and but I don't know if it's spoiler, or I don't think that it is spoiler. Is it spoiler? Zach. Can we talk about Zach, Ed? Not sure. Pedro, yeah, European, yeah. I know. I don't know if it's cheaper now for you to buy from the US or from the EU warehouse. Although I was really unhappy with the speed. Of delivery. I think it took them 8 days from the Netherlands to arrive here in Croatia. So yeah, I also guess, because I don't think that it is secret, but yeah, lately we haven't seen Zach very much around. He was really active. Zach and drop, yeah, Zach and drop. Yeah. He said that he will be doing drag and drop. Actually, no, he's just dropping. Yeah, I'm really here. I'm really sorry. So Zach is leaving the Home Assistant guys. He's going on some other projects soon, I think, in a week or something like that. So I don't think that this is hidden thing. The new guy has already been talked to, and I think that the new guy who will be replacing directly Zach will arrive in next year. But there is also one new guy that joined that is working already on the UI, and a lot of improvements in the UI in the future. In version 2022.10 is done, but that new guy that joined the Home Assistant devs. And yeah, we had a lot of fun on that creators network stream. A lot of fun about that he cannot leave the company until he finishes doing the drag and drop. And no problem. Enjoy your dinner, Ed. So yeah, it's shame. I really liked Ed, and I really liked his stream. He had a stream about a month ago where he was going with his partner, wife, I don't know, through the UIs that people have posted, sent via the Twitter or whatever, and yeah. I'm sorry to him. He was really, cheerful person, and yeah. So that's that. I don't know if anybody has seen the 2022.10. Whatever version of Home Assistant. I think it's beta 2 now. Let's check what is the latest beta. Yeah, beta 2 is the latest version. So some of the people are really frustrated about spoilers. This is not spoiler. Anybody can go to site. It's called rc.homeassistant.io, which previously I think was named beta.homeassistant.io, but this now is called RC. And as soon as the first build is prepared for the next version, here is the documentation that you can also check on the upcoming version. Actually, last two really. Usually it previously looked like this. So for example, for 2022.8, when we had there are 2 streams for the creator network, so all the creators that are part of the network have 2 time slots that they can select. I usually go to the first one is around, I think, 7 or 8 p.m. my time. The second one is around midnight or 1 o'clock, so yeah, I don't go for that one. By that time, usually the documentation on the website, this one, RC or Release Candidate website, is already released, and also the beta has been pushed, so we already had time to at least install beta. The last 2 times they were still working on the beta, and even now I don't think that all the things that will be available in the final release have still been released and pushed to beta. So there are still some things that are missing. As far as I remember, I didn't check what happened with the beta 2. I've read documentation about beta 0 and beta 1. So what I was saying, there is no spoiler. The code is open. You can go download the beta. You can also, the development code is open. So you can even check before things are pushed to beta. Oh, come on. die with painful death. Reported once again. Okay, back to whatever we're talking. So, there are no spoilers. If you want, you can check whatever the future release, it can be either not this release, but 3 or 4 release ahead from now, will bring, because all that code is available on the GitHub. Everybody can contribute, everybody can see, everybody can test. And the general idea is, when we talked with that escalated, yes it did. So the general idea is, and I wanted to record video on how Home Assistant users can help Home Assistant developers. The idea is that if you have spare hardware, to install beta versions and test it. And because at the end this helps you or me or whatever, because the code that will go out in the next release will be tested against your installation. And every installation is different, so there may be a combination of integrations, or if you fix something that breaks in somebody else's configuration. So the more people test the beta version, the better. I usually release my videos on Wednesday, and Home Assistant is released always on Wednesday, which is coincidence, because I started releasing my videos on Wednesday before they changed the cycle. Before they changed the cycle on how they release new versions. But I like the coincidence, because then I can record on Sunday, edit on Monday video, on Tuesday release the video for the YouTube channel members, and I really want to thank once again YouTube channel members, and I, Johnny, want to thank you once again, because yeah, 24 months, it's really a lot. Thank you. So there are no spoilers. I do it because I'm lame. No, I do it. I'm doing. I'm really looking forward. Yeah, Vic, I'm really looking forward to active Bluetooth connections. Although, as far as I know, that part is still not done on the ESP Home side. And when I mentioned already that we can go and check out, okay, this one, I've been tracking it a lot. So that active connect, oh, it's there, it's still draft. So this Bluetooth proxy active connections has been draft for, I don't know when, 16 days ago. I think I posted also on the Twitter, as soon on the day it was released, I posted on Twitter this link too, just so that everybody can thumb up this, or heart or whatever. I gave it a heart. So you can watch the progress, how it's going on. I think that the last, when I checked yesterday, yeah, the last merge was 4 days ago, or 3 days. Yesterday, 4 days now. So nothing new this here. I also tend to look at what's going on, but some of the time I don't understand the code. So that's the other problem. So that's why I want to say that there are no spoilers. Really, there are no spoilers. Some of you prefer watching videos on what's new. What I want, and I really would like to be able to do, is to focus on a couple of things in each release. I've moved from I'll show you everything to curated list of some specific things that I like myself, or that I think that are awesome. I'm still not sure about this iBeacon problem. And let me show you my iBeacon, why I'm telling you that. I was really hyped, and I posted on Twitter also the image, because it popped up as integration, as a new integration. Do you want to configure it? I did configure it, and wow! It had 2 devices. Johnny, do you think something like this, 161 device with 644 entities? Yeah, they're still working on this iBeacon, and I've seen that people have been warning about the possibilities that you also experienced for a couple of hundred of devices found. They're currently doing some kind of spam filter against it, so they will be checking some of the parts of the MAC address that they can use to track or identify something, and then based on that they will just delete, remove, or not show devices. Let's see. 161 I'm afraid to oh, I'm not showing. Oh god, I'm so good at this YouTube. I'm so good at this YouTube. So you actually missed everything. So you missed my profile here that I've created. You missed this, what I was showing. You missed this, what I was also talking about, that anybody can go to. Yeah, I'm good. Also, you missed this part here. Hey, Alan, thank you. Oh, by the way, last time we forgot something. I'm not good at this YouTube. Maybe I should start drinking some pills to get my memory back. Yeah, I miss completely. I've created those links for the last stream we had for the winners, and we ended up not using it. So at least I remembered it now. It doesn't have to do anything with this one here, but since I forgot to show you all of the screens, yeah. Thank you once again, Alan. So the reason why I was saying there are no spoilers. YouTube is new. YouTube is new. Let me look here. So there are two different counters. One is counting the beginning of the month, and the other one is counting the end of the month. So that's also the problem. So sometimes I see somebody as, for example, being 23, and when I look at the next tab, I see 24. If I would now go to where is it? Here, just give me a second. See your members. Oh no, something went wrong. Sorry, I cannot check anything. So I see you. For your account, for example, for your account, I think that it's looking at the start of the date. So it's running currently at the 24th month or something like that. It's strange. Just forget it. So yeah. So Bluetooth proxies we talked, then we jumped here to the iBeacons, and I wanted to just briefly turn to this screen, but it was already on this screen, just to check up not that there isn't something. Oh yeah, oh my iBeacons are great. Okay, we can go back here. The only 3 devices that it found were a Nuki opener. I don't know what this here is, and I guess that this is my daughter's iPhone, my neighbor's iPhone, my dog's iPhone, my whatever. So I have currently 160 whatever, and they are working currently on something to help manage the spam of unwanted devices in iBeacon integration. Active Bluetooth connections is definitely something that will be very interesting. What I also am looking forward to is automations, because not here, I think all the automations here are from within Home Assistant, but in my main setup I have almost all automations from YAML files, and now you will be able to open them. So I have to remove some of them here. What we could do, give me a second. Yeah, my daughter has. Okay, we can go back here. I just wanted to be sure that I don't open my secrets YAML file. That wouldn't be the first time, but I hate it because then I have to manually edit part of the stream, and this really is not good. What I wanted to go to automations. I don't have here automations. All of my automations are here. What I can do in theory is add new file, call it automatio as a singular, and in configuration YAML file automation. So there is a way on how you can specify internal and oh shoot, second time. Give me a second. What was that? Home assistant external automation. Yeah. What was that? What I always forget how it's called. Automations can be split, and you can for the automations use automations include, but also you can have no. Oh, yeah, this one. Automation UI and automation manual. Automations, this is UI and this is automation manual, and then we have file called automation. Okay, so yeah, if anybody doesn't know what I just did, this allows you to have two separate repositories of automations. The automation space UI will be the automations that you edit and manage through the UI, and this can be a link to the folder. For example, it can be include folder or merge dir or whatever, and you can have multiple files or also one single file where you will be creating your automations manually. So the problem with this one is that if you create your automation manually, and let's do that here, let's copy something. Let's copy this one here, copy it here, remove this ID and generate whatever. Alias living room too long heating manual. What I have now created is I have created new automation. This is a manual automation. This is the YAML automation. This automation hasn't been edited in UI editor. I have to restart the system. I'm using yellow, so I hope that it will not be that long. Let's press restart, and we will see if this has been edited in this release or not. Oh no, lost connection. Okay, no, it's normal. By the way, don't forget to smash the like button, or like the smash button, or just press the like button. Just press it. I still need to finish this project here with the Raspberry Pi W2. And what else? Oh, this was a fast. And what else I still have to finish? Yeah, I can't remember. Okay, so as you can see, Home Assistant yellow, it's booting up very fast. I had when we finished talking about the new release on the Thank you, Alan. So when we finished talking about what's upcoming in the new release, they were talking about the Home Assistant Yellow, that it finally finished. It got approved in Germany for the PoE motherboard. Got approved. It passed all the electromagnetic whatever testing, and they were talking about the problems with the shipping and how they didn't envision this, that also they are having problems with the Raspberry Pi. I didn't know, but Raspberry Pi was involved, as a company was involved into this, and they are using them also as some case and demonstration of the open source community projects, blah blah blah. But they said that they paid last year, they paid 2,000 Raspberry Pi 5 computer modules, or CM4s. Raspberry Pis, not Raspberry 5s. So they bought 2,000 Raspberry Pi CM4 modules, and they really have good cooperation, but the problem is the lack of the boards. And they said, okay guys, listen, we are shipping you complete modules, and they received like 200 out of 2,000, and they were really having issues with everything currently. Also having issues with the company that is providing logistics. There were issues with the PoE board, and I asked them, okay, lessons learned, would you do the same thing? Would you once again go that direction? And they said, no matter what, yeah, we'll probably at the end lose money with all the changes that had to be done, with prices of the components going up and everything, but they would still repeat the same process. Because but also they're saying that they don't know how they can repeat the process, because at the start you could probably get board and everything for $100. Now compute module plus the board itself is around 200 and whatever dollars, because of, you know, problem with the boards not being available and the higher prices, etc. And on the other hand, you can also get something like small Intel NUC or something for $250, once again without the external drive, internal drive, because usually they're not sold together. But you know, so it's a question of, will people opt out and go still for the yellows in future if the price continues to raise because of the, you know, problem with everything, or not? But they still like the idea and they wanted to create a product. Hey Rene, we were also just talking about you. So they said that they, no matter all the issues they had, they would still go and do something, and they really do hope that there will be something new in the future. They don't know when, how, or what, but something new. Okay, so I'm rambling a lot. Let's go back to Visual Studio Code. So we created additional automation. We have now automations that are handled via the user interface in Home Assistant, and we also have automation that are handled via the file. This is just one automation, but this one was created by hand, so it was not created in the UI. And if we go to settings, automations, and type you see that we now have two automations. If we click here, oh nice, so it's already available. So previously you were not able to even view that automation in the UI, let alone edit. So new in this release is that even though those automations that have been created manually, you now can see how they would look in the UI, and you can also migrate them and later on continue and work on them through the UI. If you migrate them, I don't know if this still hasn't been, if this has already been done or not, you would have to delete the old manual automation from the file directly. I don't think that it was, the system wasn't able to do it for you, so you would have to go back and delete that file. So yeah, that's something that I'm really looking forward to, because all of the automations on my other system have been created by hand, And since there have been a lot of changes, it's now much easier, visually easier to create automations. Maybe it's time for me to move at least some of more easier automations to the UI. Who knows? I will probably still keep using YAML for most of the things that I do, but on the other hand, yeah. Oh, and by the way, Rene, what I said. Pedro, exactly, but you know, maybe it's time to move some less complicated automations to the UI and manage them there. I don't know, and you don't usually do that, but I'm saving this is recording and testing setup, and it's running beta. My current setup is still running release version. When I will be recording video, I will record it on that system, main system, and then I will be able to test those automations, as you said, templated ones. Yeah, it is easy to share and backup, but I think that they are working on something. I know that they said that they want to work on something that you will be able to, for example, you know, share it from here. Who knows? And Rene, my solar inverter or grid tie microinverter arrived. Thanks to you. So that's one of the things I'm really looking forward. So this ability to see how your automations look inside the UI editor. Of course, active connections, because still, for example, here, if we go here, I think I showed you already this is the switchboard curtains, close cover. It's closing. This can currently be controlled only from my recording setup, because the recording setup has Bluetooth dongle. I didn't buy USB hub, and I didn't plan to buy USB hub for my main setup. So for main setup, I will be using this, and this is something that I'm using from the month now when they announced the Bluetooth proxy. This is the device I'm using, and I really love it. And I also have it. I also have Bluetooth proxy installed on the Geiger-Miller counter. Yeah, I have two Geiger. I've already talked about it. I have two Geiger-Miller counters in the apartment, on the right side, on the front side, and also on the back side. So yeah, you know, having kids, you know, you don't know what they will bring home. You know, some dead animal, live animal, or radioactive toy, or whatever. So you have to be careful about that one. Also, people say that I'm vibrant, so you know, maybe I'm shining radioactive. Yeah, I did have beer before the stream, so maybe sounded rambling is because of that beer. So, what else? What else is new? Just give me a second. I think I have here. I think that there was a complete overhaul of the dialog boxes. I know that. Matter 1.0. No, that's a different story. Subview. Oh yeah, subview. This is nice. Yeah, we already showed you this. Okay, that's one. That is hot. Yeah. So I will probably do video on the future release. I will be talking about Bluetooth. I will be talking about subview. I will be talking about the automations. I'm not sure if I will be covering Google Sheets, because there is one case that is okay for me, but I'm not sure on what you all think about integrating Google Sheets with your Home Assistant. So the idea is that you will be able to integrate Google Sheets and then push data from Home Assistant there. I mentioned Energy, but I didn't talk about Energy tab. Devs don't think that this is a good idea, but I'm also tracking some of the energy statistics that Energy Dashboard cannot track. For example, I'm tracking energy consumption in the period of day and night, and that is good for planning possible solar panels for your apartment, because I have for the last 2-3 years, for each and every single day, it shows me how much power was consumed when the sun was above horizon and when the sun was below horizon, which is not the same as in peak and off peak. It is similar, but it's not the same, because here I'm really tracking, you know, those couple of hours during winter or a lot of hours during the summer when the sun is up. So I'm still not sure if I will be doing Google Sheets, and there were some additions with the templates. I don't think that I will be covering that one. That's not my cup of tea, so yeah. So I'm not sure about that one, but I will probably make a video about Bluetooth subviews, and if nobody knows, I don't know if anybody has seen the subviews, yeah, let me show you what subviews are. For example, I've showed you when we started the stream, I showed you this here. So this is that NS panel that I recorded video on, and I've created for that this here. What I could potentially do is add, oh my god, I forgot how it goes. I think I have to create plus here. It will be subview. URL will be test, sub test. And let's go like that title. Okay, let me start from the beginning. Add card. No card. Plus title, sub test. Leave everything as is, and it will be subview, and click save. And here we can add, I don't know, mushroom alarm control panel, alarmo, save, and add something else, mushroom lock card. Lock is not available. Lock is available. Okay, so this is sub test. Let's click done. Back, and you don't see it here. Edit dashboard, add card, button. Where is it? Let's call this one. I think it has to be URL. No, it has to be navigate URL. Give me a second. Where is it? Subtest. Name subtest. Save. Okay, and let's move this up. Somebody should invent something like, you know, you do something and move it just by moving the just give me a second. I will read. I've seen something and I've posted here. Okay, done. This is the panel. Let's press here refresh, and that sub view is great for smaller devices. So what you do is you create hidden tab or view here that you can only access when you click on something, in this case button. Oh my god, I've only seen it on test. I didn't even try it so far. So sub. Okay, we click it and it opens Zack and Drop. We click it and it shows here. Let's close it like this. We go back, it again disappears. So it doesn't clutter your screen, and it allows you to have like second level of whatever. And let's see my fabulous NS panel. So on NS panel, refreshed. So NS panel, click on it. It shows this UI with alarms. Then you go back, and it's not shown here on the navigation bar, which can be awesome, for example, for, you know, I wouldn't say hiding things, but decluttering your whatever. For example, I have a lot of graphs with the temperatures and everything, especially on my main setup, and I can use this when I click on the graph that it pops up, and instead of having everything here on this main screen, I can have that on a sub screen. Yeah. Hey Nenad, what's up? Bog. Okay, so Rene, Boswork inverter, unfortunately had a bad experience with the ability of the inverter. Measure with the Shell EM because the inverter also needs, Shell PM measures unfortunately only positive consumption, therefore Shell EM. Oh, so yeah, I have. It's not a kilowatt. It's a classic non-smart whatever, and I've seen that a lot of people have been using that one to see and measure the production of the solar panels. We talked previously about microinverters and things like that. I don't think that I have. I still have a couple of things that I need to do to prepare for everything. For example, I have to drill a hole in the wall from my kitchen to the balcony outside and to put the outdoor outlet on that wall so I can hook up the solar panel there. But I'm not in a hurry because, as I said, I still don't have solar panels. I didn't find solar panels that I want to buy. I didn't put money aside for the solar panels still, so there are still 3 steps I have to do before I do that. But one of those days I will probably just drill a hole because it's nice. There are a lot of power outlets on that same wall, so what I'll do, I'll remove the box and just drill through the wall and then hook up the wires from that side. So yeah, whatever. Yeah. Okay. Wow. I'm still alive. I'm still standing better than I ever did. We should make a karaoke stream. Oh, by the way, YouTube channel member. Yeah, I will be posting for all of those channel members that are still not on the Discord. If you can, please join, because I will try to start talking about members only streams. These streams will stay. It will be still every 2 weeks, but I want to also create streams that would be only for the YouTube channel members. And we had, as I said, I don't know, I think I mentioned that some time ago. The guys voted and they said that they would love those streams. So after we finish streaming, those streams will be released to the public so you can all view what we streamed. But the idea was also that on those streams we will be working. So for example, when I was working on this, I was working by myself and having, chat and posting images on the Discord, for example. It could be something like what BitLooney has his streams, where they just try to hack something and make something work. So the idea is to, talk, have fun, and also try to do something. So, but all the streams will still be available. And by the way, I don't know if you've noticed or not, all my streams are demonetized, meaning that when the stream is live, I keep monetization off. So as a thank you all for all of you joining the stream, you shouldn't see any ads during the stream. If you watch the recording of stream, that's the another topic. But then again, nobody's watching recordings of the streams, so there are some benefits of being on the live stream. So what's up? What did I also want to talk? We talked about what the heck. We talk about Hacktoberfest and how you can join. As I said, all of my pre-repositories are up for anybody if anybody wants to commit or contribute something. We talk about NS panel. We talk about alternatives. We were shocked of the prices of alternatives. So Son of One still costs 89 or 90. Son of One still costs $90, while this Tuya one costs 118, and Mouse costs 182 because it's Mouse. Yeah, so we talked about that. We talked about beta release. We talked about Bluetooth proxy, how you can also check and see how it's going on. So the Bluetooth active connections should be available by the release. At this time you cannot even test them because I said it's still not committed to the beta version of the ESP Home, but hopefully everything will be fixed by the next release. We talked about that one, we showed here, and let's look at my orders. So I really haven't ordered much besides, yeah, a ad. So we talked about how I bought media mod for this one. I bought 3 vibration sensors. These vibration sensors is, I've seen it in an order. The price is not that high. I got 3 for €2.63. From the tests and from people testing them, they are working okay. You have ability to change the sensitivity on them. I want to try and build something that I was planning to do a long time ago. This is the hacked version of the earthquake sensor or seismic sensor, which of course you never want to see, but if you live somewhere where the trucks are passing or something like that, you should also be able to see the vibrations or track the vibrations for that. So that, yeah, nice, Rene, nice. That's better than the original Hasp one. So yeah, I also showed this here. This is the ESP32 cam. I should really confirm the receipt. So yeah, I really didn't. Oh, this one still hasn't arrived. I ordered it on July 23rd. This is the brakes. So yeah, I haven't ordered a lot of the things. I have a lot of things in the cart which I don't know if I will ever order. Let's check my cart. I hope that there is nothing adults there. Okay, so yeah, this is the, when we're talking about that one, this is the connector and the cable they are selling. I think that €20 for the cable and connector is too much, especially if it's 2 meters, and I don't know how long the cable should be. So I'm planning on trying to find those connectors locally here and then buying some good cable locally and doing the connector myself. This is the recommended USB Bluetooth adapter for the Home Assistant. I think that long range one, I have it in a cart, but I don't think that I will be ordering, since you can do most of the stuff with ESP Home, and I don't know why I would want to do that. I need to buy a lot more temperature humidity sensors. I now have six of them. I think that the Aqara ones are better, but I think these here are cheaper than the Aqara ones. So 3 pieces is how much? I don't know how to count. 36.64. Later on, I think I have also the Aqara ones. I will not be buying this. I have a lot of them. This is the new version of the Xiaomi mosquito repellent. This one has also it has batteries, but it also has the USB port, so you can hook it up to USB cable and charge it via that. This is the spare mosquito repellents. I already had them, but I keep, yeah. I was really hoping that by now I would have a sponsor, somebody, selling shampoos and moisturizers and waxes and combs for my beard, but no. I still haven't ordered those micro radars. And how much? 4 pieces. 4 pieces is 55.34, and I'm not, but I'm pretending that I am. So 54, and these are 47, but I still think that the Aqara ones are better. These ones are using two AAA batteries, and I already had to recharge once, and I don't have them that long, so I'm not. It's okay, it's working okay. You can hook it up to ZHA and Zigbee to MQTT, but I still prefer Aqara ones. I need a lot of the temperature sensors, so I have what I was thinking. So on this floor I still miss here temperature sensor that would measure this loft area. Downstairs I need 2, I think, and I want, so that's 3, and I think I wanted to use 2 more for the fridge and deep freezer. And I always spend money on something else, so that's why I didn't order this one. This one is, I like. Do you like? I don't know if you like the binder, notebook, set, magic, loose, leaf, diary, bullet, agenda, whatever, purple, whatever. My daughter was looking for the stickers and everything, and for the bags, but we already got her something. I'm keeping here this just in case I want to buy her something. I can buy her stickers and kawaii. Yeah. Okay, so this is something else. I'm trying to find, you know, holy grail of the carbon monoxide. So carbon monoxide, not dioxide, not anything, or not smoke alarms, not anything. It has to be carbon monoxide. It has to be preferably Zigbee or hookable to Home Assistant. So if it's not Zigbee, it has to work out of box with Home Assistant. So I spent a lot of time with that. I think I have a couple of them. So yeah, 3. This one is a Zigbee version, but the problem is that with all those devices is that, oh, also a nice bag. I think this is from the, how it's called, Spirited Away, Miyazaki. I like Miyazaki. The problem with the most of those sensors is that, for example, this one says Zigbee and it says CO, so carbon monoxide. Then you go and look at the details. Zigbee. Hyman. I will. And then it starts saying that this one actually says it's always CO, carbon monoxide, CO. But for most of them, when you start scratching on the surface, it's either then not Zigbee or either not carbon monoxide, it's just smoke detector. And smoke and carbon monoxide are not the same things. Oh, this one has a sticker, carbon monoxide, so probably it is then. Let's go to Blackadder's website because we keep it always open. Let's go to categories. Where is the Zigbee? I have to. Zigbee. What's your link? Zigbee. Blackadder. Zigbee.blackadder. It's here. Hey Nigel, yeah, the style is weak because we wouldn't trust the device if we didn't have a sticker on it saying that it's carbon monoxide. CO. What did we say? We want to search for, is it Hyman? Carbon monoxide sensor. Yep, this one. If you want to find something, also the links are available here. If you want to find something, Blackadder's database, it's almost as good, and just kidding. It's a really good reference point for all the devices, and it says also with what it works for. So ZH8 Osmoto Zigbee 23, Deacons. What's Deacons? Nobody uses Deacons. Oh, by the way, I have glasses, and I have glasses because everybody with glasses is smarter, and people like people with glasses, so that's why. And I a broker, so I'm just kidding. I know that a lot of people are using Deacons. I've seen a lot of posts lately that people are having more and more issues with Deacons and Home Assistant, etc. So yeah, I've never played with Deacons. Who has Deacons? I think that no, Frank yesterday mentioned Deacons. I think he said that the only device he ever got is from Deacons. Yeah, I know that you did, but they've been here for a long time, and there are now, I would call it like, not, I wouldn't say better devices, like I would call it more optimized or performing better or capable of doing more. Maybe not even doing more, but capable of doing more. But I've seen lately a lot of issues. Nigel, I have to pretend I'm good and I cannot write that. Okay, let's see what else I have in my shopping cart. This was, yeah, I was looking to buy this one. Yeah. So I was looking at this UV sensor. This was for that ESP Home weather station. Oh, I managed to smear my glasses. But did you see what kind of how I clean my glasses? And we don't call this merge because we are grown-up professionals or professional grown-ups or something like that. We call this merchandise, and this was a product placement. This UV sensor, I decided to go against it, and it was a good call because that UV sensor should have gone on the top of that ESP Home weather station project, and I replaced the solar panel with the bigger one. This is for the 3D printer. This is the other alternative. Yeah, people sometimes ask, why don't you go for this one? It's much cheaper than using this one, but there is also a big difference in quality, and there is also official appearance. That's right, I like that one. I like that one. So I will not go into technical details because I'm not a technical guy, but from what I understand is there is a two-way on how to calculate the UV index. This one, this S, is it I or L? I don't know. This 1145 is using, I think, three methods. This is the light intensity, something and something to calculate the UV, and this one is using two. This one should be more precise, closer to scientific UV data, and this one is, you know, it's okay, I'm a Home Assistant user, plus minus 25-30% is okay for me. So yeah, I also know about that. This here is also some spare parts for the printer. I already have a couple of similar ones. I never ordered it, but I need to order a bunch of them. I think I have a couple of like this one here. I use it to power my ESP boards because, for example, that there I have my Geiger-Miller counter, which is also my Bluetooth proxy. I also have the Luftdaten air sensor. I also have the DIY Zigbee watering station. That's 3 devices, and fourth one is the WLED strip, which is off 99.9% of the time throughout the year. As I was saying, we skip through all of this because we don't care about this. I was talking about these two UV sensors, so you just know that there are two UV sensors, one costing 10 euros, the other one 52. 52 should be better than the 10, but 10 is good enough for both of us. NTC 100K, I use them a lot because I cut usually through the wire somehow. Spare parts for the printer, spare parts of the printer. This is the charger I was talking. Zigbee modules, new caliper because my current caliper is... I need better caliper and I will not buy any Chinese caliper. Whoa! Just a second. Can you please close your mouth? Okay. It stopped. Amazon Smart Assistant. Not so smart. Piggy pen holder. No, that's my hobby. That's the other channel I have. Zigbee sensor, Wi-Fi. No. Nothing, really nothing interesting. Most of the stuff has been lying there for a long time. I sometimes I just keep a lot of junk there. Just, one day if I need something, I can order. So, whoa. Let me finish my drink. Yeah, plans for the future videos. I really would like to finish this ESP cam project, but I don't think that, definitely not next week, maybe week after that. I'm not sure that the LED panels, project LED panels, will be done so soon. I have a lot of materials. Let me check for what I have prepared. Just give me a second. Videos. So I have prepared. I will be making a drone video. I don't know that not a lot of people here will be into that, but I promise to make a drone video because I'm really noob with drones, and I really like it, and I'm really enjoying it, and my family has really enjoyed a lot of the images and everything from that. And so yeah, so I will be making some kind of a noob on why I went for that one, how it is for novice to use drone, to fly with it, what are some of the things you have to be careful, for example, trees or bushes, or trees and bushes, or me approaching with a drone or something like that. So yeah, that, and I also plan to release this heating season for me started because we already had a lot of the we have a lot of temperature has fallen during the night especially, but also during the day we had a couple of days that it was around 10-12 degrees during the day. So I did start the heating season, and I also replaced my gas boiler last end of spring, beginning of summer. So I'll be doing a video on that. It's not sponsored by Violent, but I did buy a Violent boiler heater, and the talk will be about the possible energy savings, especially with the rising prices of the gas. So that's something I have planned, and I have already a lot of materials there, especially from the days when they were replacing the boiler. And yeah. Hi Alan, long time no see. Actually, yeah, we haven't seen each other in a week. Something like that. You were on the last Saturday we began with that. Yeah, well, we had a face-to-face meetup here, and it was really fun. It was really fun. So we had, as I said, last Saturday at the same time when the stream usually starts, we had a face-to-face meetup. Yesterday we had a chat and call. A lot of the people from the community, and as I said, not everyone was a creator. We had a beer together, and it was really awesome, chatting with everybody. We were like talking nonsense. Unfortunately, we were expecting Paul Hibbert was also supposed to join, and Brian from Automate Your Life, and Gaz. I don't know if anybody's following him, but he's working in IT in healthcare, but he's also a great photographer. So so there were a couple of people that unfortunately couldn't. There were a couple of people that were unfortunately couldn't join us, but still it was really awesome stream. It was arranged once again by the Smart Home Collective. He is the one that has a great podcast, And okay, Louis wasn't there. Brian from Automate Your Life, Louis from Everything Smart Home wasn't there. Brian from Automate Your Life wasn't there. Mark What Tech was there. Matt from the Not Enough Tech was there. Frank from the Home Assistant Devs was there. Stu from Stu's Reviews. Stu wasn't there. So there were a lot of us. 20 something people I think were invited. And we were just like, you know, it can be like, you know, cameras were off and we really had fun. We really had fun. Alan, yeah, I don't know if my card works on the second floor. I just kid. I always come there. Yeah. I also hope, Alan. I had a lot of comments that a lot of people would like to repeat it. So I also hope that about. I feel like I'm in a Greek restaurant. Oh, hi, Mattia. Mattia wasn't there for the face-to-face meetup, but maybe the next time. So I really do hope that probably before or around Christmas, New Year, or between the Christmas and New Year, something like that, we can arrange. We can arrange another face-to-face meetup. Although this time we will be inside, not outside, because we were outside at the end. It started to rain, so we had to move indoors and blah 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 blah, etc. etc. We have 8 minutes until I hand over the stream to the Ed. So yeah, Ed is once again streaming. If you have any kind of questions for him, don't forget that there is no question that Ed cannot help you with. Oh, he should have cancelled that wedding. You should have told him cancel the wedding. It's a lifetime opportunity or something like that. Just kidding. I'm sorry because I missed today. Was I hate people. I hate people. I don't hate people. I hate when people don't advertise things that are going on. For example, Makers Fair Zagreb was today and tomorrow in Zagreb. Makers Fair Zagreb was it today? Yeah. So Makers Fair Zagreb is Saturday and Sunday. This Saturday and this Sunday, and I've just learned about that yesterday afternoon. And I hate when people don't advertise. The problem with the events and everything going on in Zagreb is that usually you will learn about them in the news the evening they ended. So probably today in the news we will see, oh, there was a Makers Fair Zagreb. I'm sorry about that. I really wished I could go there and see the people and see what the community is doing here locally. Maybe do a video shoot of something, etc. But yeah, tomorrow I'm busy. My mother had 80th birthday, not 18th, 80th. It's 80. I don't know English. Birthday last week, and tomorrow we are going out for lunch, family, whatever. So I know that I will not be able to go to Makers Fair tomorrow. Today I had some spare time, not a lot of spare time because I was out in the morning, but I could have gone and take my younger one and see that. Yeah. Yes, Mark. I did talk. Oh, by the way, I think I'm missing still your mailing address. I don't say. Did you send me your mailing address? Because I still haven't sent the prices. I'm still missing couple of addresses for things. I think I'm missing yours, and maybe I'm wrong. Don't get me wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have it, and you sent me again. I didn't just write it down, but I think that you did send me. So we did talk about 2022.10, and I will be doing a video on it, and I will be covering a couple of things. I think I will be covering those subviews or submenus. I will be covering active Bluetooth connections if it does get added to the release, because it's still not ready. I will be talking about on that video about the automations editor for the automations editor for the YAML automations. I think that's more or less it. I said that I will probably not be talking about the Google Sheets. I think that the guys will have fun stream. This release doesn't have that much. I wouldn't say it's nothing important. There are some things that are really important going on here. For example, Matter the 1.0 release approaching, the remap of integrations, or what they call integrations 2.0. But for me, I think those 3-4 things that I've just mentioned are the main ones that I will be focusing this video. Okay, so we still have 4 minutes before I hand off the stream to Ed. I missed that one, TNT Druid. I've seen it, but I didn't mention. I will check that one. ENS 110. Oh, yeah, and that, yeah, we also talked about my merch, and I'm so. We don't talk merch. I made a mistake. We talk about merchandise. How we called it? Let's see. We had names for that. I can't find it in the messages now. So it's definitely not merch. It's merchandise, or... Okay, we talked with that. Yes, we are professional grown-ups. Yeah, I'll have to check what's the special. We don't talk about merchandise. So I'm so sorry that I just received 2 days ago info from this is the Teespring, or it's now called Spring. And prices just went up once again. Not for everything, but for most of the stuff. And I don't get me wrong, I don't know how this, it's a die-cut sticker, but still how this sticker costs. I know I'm bad seller, yeah. I'm not a professional adult, yeah. I really wish I had logistics and everything to be able to, because I could probably do it locally for much cheaper than this one here, but yeah, the logistics and everything is... I'm still scared of sending that big box of 20 items for the giveaway winners. Oh yeah, and by the way, on the meetup, I also brought myself with bunch of devices, so we were also like had a small giveaway on the meetup. My stock is now empty. I have most of that stuff still here because it's waiting for me to ship it, and I'm still waiting for a couple of addresses to be able to ship that one. But I'm depleted. I've depleted everything I had. So come on, guys. No, Tuya, don't send anything. But Tuya, you can. Okay, son of Tuya, send me something so I can record. Yeah. And once again, nobody, never. You didn't mention anything. I already had a couple of questions about that. So Banggood is always trying to see if we can cooperate more. If anyone from you finds something that and he's interested to see if it's working or not, send me a link on the Discord or on Twitter for the device that you found on Banggood. They want me to do videos with them, to cooperate, to whatever. They will probably send me that item, and they don't send Tesla. I tried asking them to send me a Tesla car for review. They didn't do that. But there are some devices that you can find on the Banggood website. If you like something, drop me a link. I can ask them to send me. I can do a review and tell you if it's worth or not buying. So I didn't find... There are some interesting stuff, but some of the stuff I found has nothing to do with smart home, and I don't want to do like that. I would like to record videos and stuff that I can integrate in smart home. If not smart home, then home assistant. Yeah, so time to end the stream. Thank you all for joining. Johnny, I don't know if you are 23 months or 24 months, but I love you like you are 25 months, and thank you for standing up with me for a long time. Vic, thank you for joining. Mark, once again. Vic, actually no, but you do know how I get stuff for giveaways, so they will send to me and then I can resend it somewhere else. Matija, nice seeing you. I really hope that you will be able to join us on the next meetup. Alen, vidimo se u redu. Stream Elements, you are great. 23 likes. Well, that's more than viewers. I should use this button more often. Blackadder, it was really nice seeing you here once again. You did great job. If anybody knows any good Android developer or is Android developer, Blackadder needs help to try and work out something on this NS Panel Pro. So don't forget to contact him if you are willing to help, because at the end it all goes towards the community. TNT Druid, I will probably miss somebody. Nigel, nice seeing you. Rene, see you next time. Nenad, Pedro, oh, I didn't update my printer for a long time. I have to check if there was new release of I'm so slow about that. Alan, thank you once again for the, how it's called? Super chat. Yeah, super chat. A lot of adult content here. Andrea Dono, see you next time. Meet you on the Twitter, etc. So thanks everybody for joining. I will be ending the stream, and everybody who is still on the stream will be redirected to the ad stream. I don't know if I will manage to join you. I will probably for a couple of minutes. And Daniel, yeah, I mentioned a couple of times. I know that I skipped completely that ZHA/coordinator part, but at the beginning of the stream, when you were having a hiccups and we were talking about you, we were talking about this ZHA coordinator stuff and how you can, we were talking about the NS Panel coordinator that you can hook up to ZHA and use as that one. I still have to do that. Thank you all. You've been awesome. I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye and have fun.
Probably. It's hard to tell.